You wouldn't believe it, but in this chaotic world, Virgil heroically escapes yet again, revving his motorcycle as he leaves the zombies, and Virgil thought, I definitely didn't sign up for a corpse obstacle course. In a panic, he veered off, and his motorcycle decided to take a tumble. Then he heard the zombie screaming karaoke coming up from behind. He desperately tried to rescue his motorcycle, but it was more like playing hide and seek. It wouldn't start. Meanwhile, the zombies were closing in fast. With no other choice, he ditched the motorcycle and ran into the forest like it was a who can survive competition, finally reaching the banks of the Erosa River. But alas, there were no soldiers or survivors in sight. It felt more like the most boring survival challenge ever, but at least he found a hiding spot. Just as all hope seemed lost, a yacht appeared in the distance. He thought, finally, my escape route. But it was like a broken toy with no gasoline. At that moment, he heard a noise from the cabin and thought, is there a water-dwelling bio baby hiding in there? Hoping it wasn't a zombie baby, Virgil let out a sigh of relief, still feeling a bit jittery. He continued to search the yacht, wondering if he might stumble upon a secret passage to the Canary Islands. But the river's surface was eerily quiet, forcing Virgil to play lonely captain and aimlessly explore until he sensed trouble. Suddenly, the motorboat stalled, and Virgil thought, this is just like an unexpected reality show breakdown. He quickly dived down to check, the glug sounding as if some sea monster was roaring. Then he spotted a pale corpse and thought, oh, another one of this world's white ghosts. He initially thought it was a rescue team, only to discover a bunch of party-loving pirates. Virgil tried desperately to communicate with gestures, but it was utterly hopeless. He'd have to think of some creative solutions. Before long, they ended up on a cargo ship where the crew offered Virgil and the little cat some grub, and he wondered, is this a new restaurant? Then he met a peculiar foreigner, Victor, saying, I'm no pirate, you know. This international fellow tried to set Victor up with a new identity, and Virgil reluctantly agreed. So, why not head to the safe zone? Virgil asked, but only got a dismissive answer in response. Virgil then brought up his lawyer identity, recalling just how earnest he had been at that time. Victor seemed to whisper something into the captain's ear, and he promptly turned to leave. Virgil thought, now that's some mysterious maneuvering. It turned out Victor was a pilot, and Virgil thought, I really hope he can fly me to safety. Just then, loud noises erupted outside, and Virgil, being the curious kid he was, peered through the window. He spotted some survivors on a lifeboat calling for help and could only sigh, what an unfortunate journey this is. The next day, Virgil realized that last night's tragedy had ironically played out again, and he thought, what a delightful surprise. He started digging around the corners, realizing there was something fishy lurking aboard the ship. So he sought Victor again, feeling uneasy. How about we find a safer spot? Victor advised, don't cause trouble, just lay low. Virgil decided to keep out of trouble and didn't plan on sticking around. He quietly snuck out of the cabin, ready to ghost his way out of there. Confirming the speedboat was unattended, Virgil plotted his rescue mission while checking the fate of his prisoners. He stealthily approached the lower deck, spotting 2 hostages and initiating rescue mode. However, the emerging body suddenly lost it, attracting the guards' attention. Victor attempted to rescue Virgil by shouting, don't let them kill him. However, the agitated guard paid no heed. Victor swiftly intervened, grabbing the guard by the neck with considerable force. Struggling to strangle the guard, Virgil thought, if only I could lend a hand. Ultimately, Victor succeeded in promoting both himself and Virgil. But they were caught. Virgil dashed to the speedboat, thinking, I don't want tuition this time. After a whole night of craziness, they finally reached the shore, and Virgil thought, we'd better hurry this time. But when they arrived at the hospital and found no aircraft, Virgil could only think, don't tell me this is a no-pilot zone. Just then, a zombie leaped aboard, and Virgil was busy dancing like a robot. Without hesitation, his gunfire summoned a whole crowd of DJ zombies. Fortunately, the hospital didn't look as terrifying as he had imagined, but the dark always made Virgil think, oh, another dark adventure. He pulled out a glow stick to light the way, mentally chanting, just don't let the zombies throw a party tonight. He finally found the operating room, where Victor looked like a temporary actor from blood loss. Suddenly, he heard noises from the ventilation duct sounding like kids throwing a party. Virgil crept closer, eavesdropping intently. What are you doing? Please, hurry and tell me what's happening. Hey, is anyone there? Down there, please respond. Then the zombie growls roared from behind, and Virgil used his hands to block and retaliate, thinking, this truly is an inevitable showdown. It's a life and death showdown, and it seems tonight's dinner party will be postponed again.